Hello everybody, I'm meteorologist Dan Giroux with your weather on demand for UpperMichiganSource.com. We have our first winter storm headed towards us, and that has put the entire Upper Peninsula under a winter storm warning. This is going to take effect Monday afternoon or tomorrow afternoon, and it's going to go through Tuesday evening. So we've got a pretty long duration for this next system to roll through. As of this evening, we're looking at a few disturbances, one just to our west. Now, what we're also paying attention to right now, where we'll focus our attention on where that low will be developing around Nebraska and Kansas. But just to our north right now, that upper level low pressure center has been spinning, and the resulting cold front has passed through the Upper Peninsula this evening, shifted our winds out of the west, and we're seeing a few light flakes out there. Nothing that's really to write home about, especially compared to what we're going to be seeing here in the not so distant future. Now, we do have some snow showers developing out over Montana. Some of this is rain a little bit further south. Some of this is still snow. But as a result of all of this, as this begins to develop, we're seeing plenty of winter storm warnings and advisories posted all the way from Montana all the way to eastern Upper Michigan. So quite a bit of people are going to be affected by this entire system as it does begin to develop, and we could see a decent amount of snow across many of the northern plains and into the northern Great Lakes. Now tomorrow, as that cold front has already passed through, tomorrow morning we're going to be looking to see some of this snow inching in on the Upper Peninsula. We should stay away from any of the heavy stuff for the moment, but it looks like a little bit as we get towards the afternoon, as this low really begins to develop and ramp up in intensity, we start to see that snow overspread the rest of the Upper Peninsula. And so by, we'll say, Monday afternoon into Monday evening, the entire Upper Peninsula is going to be looking at some snow as this low pressure system really begins to intensify. This snow could be relatively heavy out there as well. This low pressure moves a little bit closer to us for Tuesday, and we continue to stay in this snow for your Veterans Day. So all in all, it looks like a good portion of Tuesday will be snowy as well. Now, some of the snow totals are going to be the heaviest out west. Now, starting by tomorrow at about noon is when we really start to see that snow approach the Wisconsin border. It will overspread the rest of the Upper Peninsula, and by Tuesday morning, we could be looking at about a foot of snow over portions of the western Upper Peninsula. The heaviest right now being right along the Wisconsin border. We'll say anywhere from about the Wisconsin border now up to close to Marquette, Gwinn, areas in that general vicinity could see about a foot of snow. A lot of these models now are starting to agree a little bit more on how much will fall, but the exact track still remains to be seen, and we could see over a foot of snow in some areas, especially over the western highlands of Marquette County. But outside of that, we could see a foot across most of the Upper Peninsula. Then numbers begin to taper off. But bear in mind, this is Tuesday evening, and so the snow isn't completely finished at this point yet. And then after that, well, we have to worry about the lake effect snow machine beginning to kick in as well. So let's focus on this evening. This evening, we'll see temperatures range from about 20 into the mid-20s. Lake effect snow showers are possible along the northern portions of the Upper Peninsula along Lake Superior. Otherwise, those winds begin to die down. And then tomorrow, we see that snow first appear along the Wisconsin border. It will move from about southwest to northeast. Temperatures right around 30 degrees, and we'll slowly start to see that snow approach the northeast. So the Keweenaw will see some of this snow, as well as Marquette County, by about mid-afternoon, late afternoon probably for Keweenaw out there. Winds out of the east-northeast at about 5 to 15 miles per hour. Then late tomorrow morning into early afternoon, we'll start to see that snow move along the Wisconsin border in the central Upper Peninsula. Then as we get closer into Marquette County, Alger County, Delta County, mid to late afternoon is when we should see that snow start to move in with temperatures right around 30 degrees. And then as we move to the eastern Upper Peninsula, temperatures stay in the 30s, and it will take a little bit of time before that snow starts to move into the eastern Upper Peninsula. But we'll say probably mid to late afternoon is when we start to see that snow ramp up in intensity out in the east. In your TV 6-day forecast, well, the next couple of days we're going to be dealing with this storm. Veterans Day looks to be a snowy one, and then by the time we hit Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, the lake effect snow machine kicks in, and Wednesday we could see a good dose of lake effect snow, but by Thursday and Friday it slowly begins to taper off. Lows will only be in the teens for Thursday and Friday and even into Saturday. When we hit Saturday, it looks like highs are only going to be in the 20s, but it does look like we finally start to break away from that lake effect snow just a little bit. Have a wonderful weekend.